What is he doing?
He's doing a U-turn.
Huh? No.
Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about U-turns. So, the dreaded U-turn. The thing that people can tell if you're a noob or not. So, let's talk about it. Why do we need to do U-turns? You know, especially in parking lots, this is very important. First of all, you're not going to tip over and you're going to fall down. That's one of the big problems with not being able to do a U-turn. You're going to be going back and forth like Austin Powers. And then, you know, you're also safer by not hanging out in the road as you're back and forth with your motorcycle when somebody goes to back out or drives by. So, let's talk about the couple steps of the U-turn. Step one, let's not look like a noob. No, just joking. Step one, get to the very edge of the U-turn area. Okay, so if you're turning left, which is the most common U-turn, then you can get to the very right-hand side. Number two, you're going to turn your head in the direction you want to go. So let's say I'm coming in this way. If I want to go back out toward the camera here, I'm going to turn all the way toward the camera and look at the camera to do my U-turn. I'm not going to just turn like this and do a 90, because I'm not planning on doing a 90, I'm planning on doing a 180. So turn your head to that extent, all the way around to where you're going. Number three, you're going to turn the handlebars first. You're going to turn the handlebars in the direction you want to go. And number four, you want to counterbalance on that motorcycle. Again, this is leaning away from the direction the motorcycle is leaning. You don't want to lean with it because it's not a full speed turn. It's a very slow speed turn. You're going to lean away from it. So, let's get out on our little box course and try it out.
So everybody, here's our illustrious box. This is a 20 foot by 20 foot. You can make it really any way you want. The thing that I recommend is 20 feet. And the reason behind that is most lanes of traffic, so the distance from the white line to the dotted line or the solid line in the middle is 10 feet. And then the same thing occurs to the other side, right? You got the middle line to the white line is another 10 feet. So you get 20 feet of room. So this is like doing a U-turn between the white lines on a 2-lane road. Additionally, this is about the same distance that you get in a parking lot with cars parked this way and cars parked this way, or even coming back the opposite way if it's two-way. So, the average, I guess, distance between most parking lots, I believe, is about 16 to about 24 feet. So the walkthrough here, we're going to ride our motorcycle. Okay, we're going to come in, and I told you step number one is get over to the edge of the box, right? So we're going to get on this side. We're going to be turning that way. Step number one, right? Step number two, you're getting in this box a little bit. Where do you want to go? So we're going to turn our head again, not that car, not that car. We're going to go back toward this camera guy, all right? You don't necessarily need to see where you're going because this should be clear, but you could switch your eyes back and forth. I'm not going to do this with the helmet a whole lot because people are going to vomit on the film. So we're going to do, number one, turn your head this way. Number two, turn the handlebars, okay? And you're going to start moving, and you're going to start leaning, and step, 3 or 4, you're going to counterbalance. And literally, you're just going to look where you want to go. I'm looking at Dawson, I'm looking at Dawson, I'm looking at Dawson. And bada boom, I'm back this direction. I've made a successful U-turn. So that seems simple, but I promise it's going to take practice and practice and practice. We teach this all the time in one of the basic courses that I teach. And one of the things that I keep telling everybody, and once it hits, they're just like, oh yeah, it's turn your head, literally. There's this thing called object fixation in motorcycling. That's when you don't want to hit an object, but what you do is you stare at it. Like, I don't want to hit that cone, I'm going around this corner, and all of a sudden I'm looking at that cone, and all of a sudden, you would not believe it, but people go right toward that cone and bam, they got it. So, it's called object fixation, and we're going to use that, but we're going to use it to our advantage. We're going to spin that, all right? You always go where you look. So, if you want to turn around at 180 degrees, guess what? Turn around 180 degrees, and you'll go that way, all right? So here we go. I forgot to mention, let's stop and talk for 3 seconds. What was my first video? My first video was clutch control. Okay, I forgot about this. This skill requires clutch control. You can't have your clutch all the way out the whole time you go around this. Please refer to the link there. Somewhere. Look for the clutch control link. Go back, review that again. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be controlling this clutch while we're going through this U-turn. All right? So here's the U-turn. I'll try to break it up into a couple different units. All right? Here we go. All right. Remember, number 1, go out to the edge. All right? Go out to the edge. Number 2, turn your head, turn the handlebars, and lean opposite of the motorcycle's turn. Look at that. That was pretty easy. The whole time I'm using clutch control. A further explanation of this clutch control that we're talking about. All right, so when we're talking about clutch control, you're going to be able to squeeze this clutch in and then be in that friction zone, right? To it, not through it, while we're doing this U-turn. Now, the important thing is when we're turning this handlebar all the way and it feels like you're going too fast and you're not going to make it, then pull the clutch in a little bit. Allow that engine to disconnect from that rear wheel and slow you down a little bit. That'll allow you to turn a lot sharper. Now, if it feels like you're falling, okay, and it feels like you're going to fall over, then release the clutch just a little bit. Probably not that much, right? About like just from here to right there. Just a little bit release. And what it does is it allows that engine to turn that rear wheel and it makes the motorcycle set up better. So remember that tip. Good luck. I'm using clutch control, guys. All right, so let's do that again. So I know that looked fairly simple, right? I think anybody can do this. I think what they need to do is focus on those 4 or 5 basic steps using clutch control. Huge, huge deal. All right, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. All right, so going slow, clutch control, turn your head, turn the handlebars, lean opposite of the motorcycle. Boom, made it in, never touched one of the cars, all right? So let's talk about this one more time and we'll get a different angle, huh? All right, guys, I have a camera set up here now. We're gonna look at clutch control through this U-turn. So we're gonna use clutch control through this whole U-turn, right? So let's see what happens, guys. All right, again, step 1, turn right side. Step 2, turn your head. Step 3, turn the handlebars. Step 4, lean the motorcycle opposite. Boom, all of those one more time. Did you see the clutch control? The clutch control was in. Right here. I can't do this with the clutch all the way out. So again, clutch control. Go back and look at my first video. All right, one more time. Watch that clutch control, or at least one more time for me, huh? All right. All right, here we go. Turn your head. Looking at Dawson. Not looking at where I don't want to go. All right, let's do one fake one here. Ready? This is what happens when you look at the car you don't want to hit. I don't want to hit that car. I don't want to hit that car. Oh, no. And you go right into it. And you smack into that car. Right? So don't do that. All right, one more time. Here we go. I'm going to look at Dawson. And look, if you really want to, see that cone right there. That cone right there. I don't know if you can see it. You look at that cone on the way out. How about that? Don't even look at Dawson. Look at the cone that you came in on. Right there. Look, I'm on the wrong side. I turned too sharp. That's good though, right? Let's talk real quick. That concludes this video. So step 1, go to the right side, or the side that you want to turn opposite of where you're turning. Step 2, turn your head. Step 3, turn the handlebars. Step 4, while using clutch control, counterbalance. All right, so that was the basic U-turn. The next video is going to be U-turn part 2, or advanced, and we will do some amazing things. And I want to shout out to both of my cute camera people and helpers. All right, bye guys.
A U-turn. Nice.
He's doing a
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Okay. You gonna pick up all the cones? You steal cones? Are you stealing my cones?